What is economy? In this video, I will make you understand in simple manner what is economy, and this will be helpful for you to understand economy such that you can understand the questions from economy in a more appropriate and vast manner. You can make analysis, and also while writing your answers you can understand the questions in a better way and portray your answer in a more appropriate and inclusive way. So this will be very helpful for you. I will make this video short as possible because you may all be studying for your exams. So what is economy in simple way and in an understanding way? What is economy? So economy, you have a definition of economy, many definitions given by many economists. Already many people or many teachers would have taught you what is economy. You may have understood or you may not have understood, but we have to understand it now at least. So what is economy? So you may have already thought like economy in Greek word, it means household, etc., etc. Those things are very good. Those are Greek words, but now we are not going into that things, the meaning of the word, but the understanding of this word economy. So what it means. So economy's proper and most appropriate definition would be economy is the proper utilization of resources. Proper utilization of resources. When I am talking about resources, the resources are limited. The resources are limited. There is a scarcity of resources which has to be utilized properly. So then only economy comes into. When you have unlimited resources, economy is not required. You have unlimited. So limitation of resources and proper utilization. You can also say maximum utilization, but that won't be most appropriate word to use in economy. It would be better to use proper utilization of resources than maximum utilization of resources. So proper utilization of resources which are limited. Here in economy, resources includes anything. For example, even people are considered as resources, human resources. We have monetary resources, natural resources, whatever resources you have, it can be applied in economics. So economics is a very vast subject. It is a very complex mechanism which is taking place in your everyday scenario. You have to understand that. So also another thing, another definition which I have to include in economics will be economy. What is economy is, I've already said that proper utilization of resources. Now if you have to take that resources part and expand it more, so it will be production of goods and services. Now we are coming into the country's economy and the world economy, where it will be the production of goods and services, okay, and how much money you are earning out of it. Now people generally take into consideration only production of goods and services and the money which comes in, and people forget it's not always only production of goods and services but also consumption of goods and services by that country, the people of the country. Production and consumption of goods and services will be the most appropriate sentence to use, and the money which comes in and also the money which is spent. You are only taking into consideration the earning, but in economics we have to take also the spending, what people spend, what the country spends. Spending is more important than earning. You may understand if you are able to relate what I am trying to say. So earning and spending, production of goods and services, consumption of goods and services, and also movement of resources from one country to another, one state to another, from one people to another. So this is a complex mechanism of economy, so which I think you would have understood it now in a better way. So now you have to consider another important thing. Now you have understood that proper utilization of resources. That resources I have expanded production and consumption of goods and services, and supply of money into and out of the country. So that will be economy. And then another more important part comes in is management of all these activities is the most important part of the economy. Management of all these important chains of economy, all these important transactions, that is production of goods and services, consumption of goods and services, and movement of resources, movement of people from one place to another. So, and the proper utilization, making the maximum utilization, getting out the maximum benefit. So all these managing everything is a part of economics. Only the production is not important. Management of those production and consumption of goods and services is very important. So production and consumption of goods and services, supply of money and in and out of the country, and transport of people and resources, and management of all these together is what is economy. So this is what is economy. Management is a more important part of economy than the production of goods and services. Only when you are able to manage it properly, you will be able to maximize the production and consumption of goods and services. So whenever a person gives a 100 rupee note to another person for buying something, so why? Seeing that note, that 100 rupees note, the another person is willing to give him something. Now you may say, because the Reserve Bank of India has written in the note that I promise to pay the bearer. Yeah, that is right. But the more important aspect which you have to see here is that whenever a person is giving you a 100 rupee note, it is not just that currency note, but it is the hard work which he has done, for which he has earned that 100 rupee note. So he is giving that hard work to that another person, that I have done some hard work for which I have this money. For that hard work, the another person is willing to give his things. So this is, you have to take into mind. It's not just the currency. Monetary things in economy is not always more important. Other aspects are more important. Management of resources are more important. The money will flow into the economy when you have properly managed everything. And you have to consider the welfare in economy. Welfare is another aspect which is a part of the economy. So welfare, socialist, not only socialist. No, capitalist economy is also important for monetary gains, but welfare has to be part of the capitalist economy. Welfare should be the primary motto of the capitalist economy. Then only the capitalist economy can hold good. Otherwise, it will result in a disruptive economy. So, welfare of the people, welfare of transaction should be considered, and it has to be applied in economics. So, economy is a very vast subject. I have tried to make it in a simple understanding. What is economy? Now I have to give you an example of what is economy. Through this example, you will be able to understand economy and apply your mind in a vast scenario. So I will give you an example. So the example will be, now if you are traveling if you have traveled, or if you travel in a flight, if you book a ticket, there are three to four types of tickets. You have the economy ticket, you have the business class, and first class ticket. So through this I will try to make you understand economy. So in a flight, in an aeroplane, when you book an economy ticket, what does it means? Why it is named as economy ticket, and why business class and first class, and what does it impacts on the people and the aeroplane operators, the companies. So we'll see about that. See, when a person is booking an economy tickets, that mean in a flight, if you see the economy class cabin, it is the space which is there in the aeroplane is utilized properly. 3 people will be sitting on the left and 3 people will be sitting on the right, and there will be a pathway in between. So the space is utilized in a proper way, and this proper utilization of space is very important. That is why they are charging you the economy fees, because the space is utilized, economized. So it is it means it is properly utilized. Now the definition will hold good here. So that is why he will be paying around 10,000 rupees. So three people are sitting there, around 10,000 rupees. So three people are sitting in an aeroplane, in an economy class, in the left and the right, and there is a pathway, so the space is utilized properly. And if you go to the business class or a first class, there will be in the same place where the three people were sitting. In the business class or the first class, only one people will be sitting, only one person will be sitting there, because he wants more place, he wants to sleep there, he wants to take rest, he wants other services for which he has given an extra money. Now if you take into consideration on the part of the airline company, whether for him the economy is good, whether for him everything is economized, properly utilized, the meaning is whether he has utilized the resources properly or not, whether he has got the maximum profit or not. Now you see, in the economy class, three people were sitting, they would have paid 10,000, so that place cost 30,000. For the same place, the same single person will be paying 30,000 rupees. So for the part of the airline company, he is getting the right amount for the right place, and also the extra services which is providing. So for him the economy holds good. So now what I am trying to make you understand is that you see an aeroplane, you are able to understand that proper utilization of space has resulted in the maximum profit, that is, or the proper profit which is required for the resources provided to the passengers. So he has got that. So if you manage the resources will include anything. I already told you the space is resources, and through this you can understand what is this economy all about. Proper utilization of resources. The airline company has utilized his resources properly and he has earned money. But if the airline company charges lesser to the first class or business class people, then for him the economy will not hold good. Now what you have to do is, you have to apply this concept to the whole country, to a particular state, to a particular continent, or to the whole world. Then you will understand economy in a more vast scenario understanding. So you have to apply this concept, what I said, in an aeroplane, how they are using, how money comes in, how is spending, and how the space is utilized, how for him economy holds goods, and how for that person. See, for the person who is traveling in a business class or a first class, he is paying for an extra space a higher amount. For him also economy holds good, because he is a rich person. For spending 30,000, it's not a big deal for him, and he wants the more place and more comfort, for which he is paying. For him also the economy is good. For a middle class people just sitting in a single seat and going, for him that economy holds good. And for the airline company altogether, for him also the economy holds good. Now if you have understood what I am trying to tell you from the beginning till the end, then you can apply your mind in understanding the economy in a more better way. Whenever there is a question regarding economics, or you have to write an essay related to economic topic, then you can easily think in a more vast perspective, and you can portray your thoughts and your suggestions and ideas in this economy. What is economy? I think you all have understood now what is economy, and you can use your own knowledge and own imagination and thoughts process to write and more clearly evident and more creative answers, which will be very good and very advantageous for you to score maximum. So this is what I wanted to convey in economics. There is more I can keep on speaking about, keep on talking about the economic subject. Since I am from the background of economics, I'm a CA final student, I can keep on telling you what is economics, but I would like to cut short this video. I think that this video will be definitely helpful for you, and if it is helpful for you, definitely what you should do is you should share it to your friends, then only it will reach to maximum people and they get benefited from this video. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys, and keep studying and keep learning. Thank you.